All right. Welcome back to Osiria, everybody. Players, it's time to introduce everyone. I'm your DM, Wilbur. Next up is my dear friend Snow.
Hi, I'm Snow. I play Kip.
Hibern.
Hi, I'm Heaven, and I play Evelyn Deshard.
Oliver.
Hello, I'm Oliver and I play Arwen.
And Canyon.
Hello, I'm Canyon. I play Zoram.
Now, I will let you guys know, we normally stream this game. This episode was not streamed. It is currently 10:40 p.m. Eastern. We usually stream at 8 p.m. Eastern. I worked a totally legal amount of hours, totally legal, wink, wink amount of hours all
Yes,
day,
yes.
and now I wanted to do this still, and I promised my friends a D&D session, so we're gonna have a motherfucking D&D session, okay? Okay, now we find ourselves in the depths of the Temple of the Golden Eye. The party, following a mission given to them by the government of this plane they now find themselves inhabiting, were sent to investigate. They quickly entered a battle with the people who maintained the temple, the Golden Eye themselves. A battle that lasted 2 sessions! Um, and almost killed
Well,
all of them. All of them were downed at least
several
once.
times.
Yes. And they discovered that the bodies of some of the powerful Golden Eye members became radiant bombs when slain, that they would explode with the power of their glittering lady. Furthermore, later on in the battle, they seemed to be overcome with strange divine energy, and they would rush up to the party and attempt to charm them, almost, to put them under some strange curse. The party, after slaying the members of this church and defending the peasants from them, and eventually getting help from guards, began exploring the temple. Kip, up here, discovered a strange sarcophagus. The party discovered a portal to the material plane, summoned through demonic means, and some sort of scripture or tome locked in a strange arcane cage. And that's where we are now. Now,
And damn you. Open. Damn you.
Kip, you're standing in front of the sarcophagus and you are yanking and pulling on it. It's very difficult. It seems almost like one piece of stone, almost as if as if the lid is like attached, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, that's convenient. I can work with that. Snap my fingers and summon the art I have is blue, but I think we said it was pink.
Yes.
Uh, Fractal.
Okay.
Let's see. How big is this sarcophagus?
It is the same size as it would be on the map, so it's just about the length of a person laying down.
Okay. I will give it a few seconds. Let the fractal mascot shrink in size to about 1 foot tall or long,
If you would
since
like
it's
to
kind
put
of
the token on the
worm
map, you can.
style. Yeah, I should do that, shouldn't I? But am I gonna?
Please. I did give you access to it. There we go.
I know. How do I change size?
I believe it just returns to the same size as the square if you try to shrink it. Yeah.
Thing.
Um. But yeah. So
Anyway, it will go inside.
so it shrinks down, and there's this very small crack in the middle that's attached to this golden
Doesn't need a
emblem.
crack. It can just
It can just phase
it
through.
can walk
That's
through.
sick.
It can walk through physical matter.
Okay. As it phases through, it enters the inside. Now, can you give me a Constitution save for the
For
Quandrix?
uh, maybe. Uh, if I click this, that does the thing. Sure.
Now, can you
Yeah,
give
that
me a
works.
Charisma saving throw for the Quandrix?
I'm sure it's good at those. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, could be worse. Could be a lot worse.
Okay. Now, would you like to define the sort of connection you have with this familiar? How vivid is it?
I have no idea how to describe that.
Is it kind of standard with familiars where you have a loose telepathic connection, not in the sense where you can share thoughts or feelings, but you just kind of know where it is and have a loose vibe of what it's doing, how it's feeling, sort of thing? That's a
I guess
generally
so.
how, yeah. Okay. It is instantly gone. Instantly vaporized, instantly destroyed. The second it enters the sarcophagus, turned into nothing. It's your connection with it instantaneously severed. Feels like before you summoned it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll walk away from that.
Would you like to investigate anything else about it?
Nah, I'll pass. I'm
Okay.
sure it's got nothing lore relevant or important
Yeah,
to the
totally not,
story
guys.
in any way.
I can hear the pain in his voice.
No, if you guys want to miss the cool stuff, that's your fault. Anyways,
I open it and it ends up being a sphere of annihilation that just grows and consumes the town.
Sphere of Annihilations do not have Constitution or Charisma saving throws involved. Especially not together. But
They
anyways,
could be homebrewed, but okay.
I'm not that much of a freak. Besides, that is not on theme with what I'm doing here. Anyways, I will stop telling you things you shouldn't know, and we will move on. What do you guys want to do outside of this?
Hmm.
Did we already check out what's at the end of the hallway?
I
You-
believe that I'm
yeah.
bound, actually.
Yeah, Oliver, you poked and prodded at it, but could not figure out anything else besides like it's a thing in a magic box,
Oh, okay.
like in a see-through force cage.
Okay.
Are all force cages see through?
Yeah, I'm specifying so like you can see the thing inside, because not everyone knows everything about the games. No, not everyone knows
should.
force cage off the top of their head.
Apparently it got nerfed.
Oh damn. Anyways, what do you guys want to do here? There's a lot of stuff to look at in this room and in this area. You don't have to jump and wave your hands at me at once. Come on.
No, I'm thinking half the rooms are exploded where the radiant jerkwads were.
Well,
I'll
you'll
go back in
remember,
here.
you would remember that when they exploded, it was simply just radiant, like an explosion of radiant energy. It didn't destroy anything.
Now I like my option better.
Okay. As you go in there, would you like to? I don't know if I've asked you for it yet, but would you like to give me an investigation or history check on this as you're looking at it?
I don't think you've asked for that for this. I think I've rolled those somewhere else.
You could also do religion for
Investigation,
it.
you said?
Investigation, religion, or history.
Investigation is expertise.
They all have different DCs, and I'm not going to tell you which one's the hardest and which one's the easiest.
Well,
Just by the way.
it's so 4 points difference for investigation versus history or religion. So I'm going to roll investigation.
Okay.
I will take 15, not the worst.
So you're
work
looking
that.
at the top, and you look at the symbols on it, these strange C shapes with the line and the dots. And in your studies, you know loosely of the theory of the cataclysm. That before the three gods we know today, Arundel, Stothan, and Seath, that there were other gods, a larger pantheon, but something happened, and they're gone, leaving just the three that we have today. And looking at these symbols, they're designed similarly to religious symbols you see in the primary three, and in the very rare historic documents we have about other gods, but you wouldn't know who the symbol is for, or even if your idea here is correct.
Can I poke it?
You poke the symbol, it feels like stone, just carved stone.
There.
You're lame.
Can I roll for a religion to see if I can recognize what type of
Symbol?
just a specific type of
Yeah,
symbol? Yeah.
sure.
Okay. Oh, not bad,
19.
not bad.
This symbol is written. I have a question. What languages do you have? What languages? Kip, both Kip and Arwen, because both of you guys have looked at this. What languages do you have?
I have Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Orc.
Orc, and how about you, Kip?
Common, Sylvan, Thieves' Cant, Umbral, and Volven.
Hmm. As you are looking at this, Arwen, the language of the Orcish folk is, strangely enough, one of the most ancient. It's incredibly similar. It's incredibly simple, and has been around for a very, very long time. The nature of orcs is to be hardy and to be strong. They last a hell of a long time. And, they don't create great history books, but their language hasn't changed much. And so, from this basis of language, you're looking at this symbol and you recognize it as representing sort of the concept of light, but not light in the purifying sense that the folk here had spoken about it, but light in the sense of light, brightness,
Hmm.
not something tied to some sort of moral, some sort of moral sense of purity, simply just light for the sake of light.
Okay. Hmm.
It is different, I will say, than the symbol you saw for the glittering lady herself, which, from your understanding, the symbol of the order is a silver shield with a golden eye. So you would assume the lady's symbol is probably the eye itself.
I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation and cover the sarcophagus in like darkness, or like surround it, maybe even get it inside if possible. Like try to put the darkness inside.
I will say, so you can only make a 1 foot cube of effect. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you try to make a sort of magical darkness over this, and it seems to almost be eaten by the energy around it. Like, this darkness is just like it cannot, like, almost as if the darkness is allergic to being around this thing. As you guys are looking around this room, there's just almost a lack of shadows. Like, you look at your own shadow, it's there, but it's not. It's almost gray instead of black.
Hmm. I'm gonna look around the room actually because I haven't really looked around it.
It's just,
So
you see, it's all sorts of ancient artifacts with the same symbol. Like, there's pottery and stuff. There's shards of weapons and armor, and uh, all of these weapons and armor, they have very ancient designs, right? They're not anything you would see modern day. Like, they may have been magical, but even if this were to be put together and worn now, it would not be nearly as effective as modern armor. It's an old design. It's an ancient design, and it's just a bunch of stuff like that, as if this stuff was gathered from some sort of temple or some sort of archaeological site.
okay. I'm gonna look over to Kip. You have any more ideas?
One, but I don't like it.
They'll continue.
It we don't recognize this stuff, yes? And there is just a small portal, literally the other room. Could this be from another place?
that's just where we came from. It's Gale, correct?
Yeah, it's the material plane. That portal, you do not know where it leads in the material plane. I may have told you guys. But that portal does not, I don't believe I told you at least. But that you do not know where that portal leads, although like specifically, but you kind of vibe check it, and it's to the material plane.
Did you?
Kip still believe. Go ahead.
I mean, I was just gonna say to Kip, would you go through that? 'Cause I don't really trust it.
Kip looks at the portal, looks at Arwen, back at the portal, back at Arwen. You are a funny guy.
Why is that?
As if this one would step through that.
You jumped through that well that one time, so I wouldn't even without telling us. So
There
wouldn't
was no other way out of that room, and I cannot be told otherwise.
I was just gonna say. Okay. So Arwen's gonna make a signal to Kip, like, follow me, and continue to walk towards the back to it here.
All right. So you look at that, and I will say now that you guys have kind of talked about and recognized those symbols, this book seems to be written with the same sort. It's very hard to make out details, but like the shapes are very similar. Um, and while they're not written crudely though. They're written like with a fine hand.
So I look towards Kip. Do you believe your familiar could get through this?
An hour and 10 minutes and 10 more gold worth of materials.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yes. In theory, yes.
In actuality, no. Hmm.
Because it does not exist right now, you are correct.
Hmm. I'm gonna try to. I think this is a bit of a stretch. Could I cast absorb elements to try to like absorb the shield?
That's fucking cool. Give me an Arcana check to see if you can if you can finagle your spell like that.
Okay. Okay, not bad, not bad.
Okay, can you? At what level are you casting it?
First level.
I will say if you cast it at second level, I will allow you to do this.
I have no more spell slots.
Damn. How many first level
Okay.
slots do you have?
4.
4. Use 2.
Used to. Okay.
2. Yeah. I will say you exert more arcane power than normal for this spell, and you absorb a piece of this force cage, and it almost collapses in on itself and fades into nothingness. And then there's a tome sitting before you in a language you cannot read, sitting open to 2 pages.
Can I grab the book or the tomb?
The second you touch it, I would like a charisma saving throw. Now, this effect, you feel a magical effect coming over you. It does not feel hostile. It does not feel like a charm. The charisma saving throw is you may choose to fail this. This effect does not feel hostile. It does not feel like a charm. Okay. You fail the charisma saving throw.
So I guess I'll choose to fail.
Now, are you choosing to fail, or would you like to go with the roll? The roll would mean you have attempted to resist it.
Even if I would have gotten it, I was going to say choose to fail, so yeah.
Okay.
Choose to fail.
You hear a voice, faint in your head. Pretender! 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 Help me! Pretender! Pretender! And the book slams shut. And on the front of it, you see the same symbol that you saw carved into the sarcophagus.
Well, shit. My goodness. I look towards Kip. Did you hear that?
Kip, you would not have heard that. That was in your head. That was in your head,
Oh yeah,
Harlan.
I'm just role playing.
Yes, yes. Just making sure I was clear.
Well, that was so. If I stick my hand out, is the shield back up?
Okay. No, yeah, the shield is broken.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, by the way, I see you guys talking in the chat. I do not want you guys to have fully understood that.
I thought I was the only one. Like, I was like, what the
I
fuck
do
is
not
he
want you
saying?
guys to have fully understood that. I wanted it to be confusing and weird because that's what it sounded. That's what it would have sounded like in your head.
I agree, Hibben. I think he was saying pretender. But you could continue. So shield is broken. If I stick my hand out, will the same thing happen?
No, the book is closed. You touch it, nothing happens.
So am I able to grab it?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll grab it and start walking over to Aberlin and Zoram to see if they know this language. Actually, I shove it to Kip first. Do you know this language?
Do I know this language?
You do not.
Okay.
I do not.
Who are you showing it to
I would
first?
like to say again that I am down.
Oh, yes. Oh, no, the knight would have brought you up. The knight would have brought you up. Don't worry about that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Wait, did we have a long rest?
No, you guys have not rested yet.
No.
I was gonna say.
We do have to level up now.
Yes. All right. But yeah, you would be up right now, Zorm, so don't worry about that. But who are you going to first? Arwen.
I would go. I mean, I showed Kip first, and then I'm gonna go to Aberlin.
Aberlin, what language do you speak?
Aberlin speaks Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Infernal.
Infernal. Once again, an extremely ancient language. At a time when there were not as many languages in the world, they were very similar to one another. The writing basis for all of them was very similar. This is what you would adapt to be an E on the front of this book. Perhaps the first letter in the name of this god. But it is a symbol that, not only being an E, also represents light, divinity. Not purity, but light and divinity, and strangely enough, vision.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna go to Zoram and do the exact same thing.
Zoran, what languages do you have?
Common, Orc, and Wild Sylvan.
Wild Sylvan. Now, Wild Sylvan. We've discussed this. It is descended from two languages. Traditional Sylvan, or I guess historic Sylvan, and the speech of animals. The speech of animals has something that has existed since prior to the Cataclysm. As you're looking at this, and in fact, you come from a place that has entities that were alive during the time these languages were used. So, you may be familiar with this language in passing. Give me an intelligence, actually, give me a history check as you're looking at this to see if you actually know what it's in reference to.
Oh boy.
I'll say with advantage because
Yes, okay, I was gonna ask because I get advantage to recall information about Fae, fiends, or undead.
it is not. I'm saying advantage because it comes from your personal life, and actually at your proficiency because it's your personal life. You would like. I'm not gonna give you disadvantage on remembering shit that happened to you. That's stupid.
Okay, cool. So advantage plus proficiency?
Plus your proficiency, yes.
Got it, wonderful.
It's just not like super relevant to your life, so you have to think about it.
15.
This is a combination of celestial and primordial. So the thing about ancient language is that oftentimes, because there were so few languages, you had infernal, primordial, you had celestial, right, whatever. So like you would have your base language, primordial, which was essentially common at the time, um, and it would be slightly altered by whatever being was speaking it. And because this being seemed to have been celestial, it has certain aspects that would be celestial, which is how you know that this is divinity, right? So light and divinity, it is an E once again, and you know that it also has references, like looking at kind of the detailing of it beyond the basic lettering itself, references to vision, freedom, light, and let me find this real quick, give me 1 second. Vision, freedom, light, and vision, freedom, light, and knowledge.
Okay. So that was
Okay.
everyone.
I relayed any information I know as was described.
I will say, while you have seen all of these themes represented by the Order of the Golden Eye, they were all perverted. This book seems to present them in a way that is almost just as concepts. There's no caveat as you're looking at this symbol. It's not like light and purity. No, it's just fucking light, dude. And the concept of freedom, right? It seems as if while the people of the Golden Eye are like, oh, you'll be free under us, they don't really believe that. They might think that, but you know it's not true.
I'm gonna go back into the sarcophagus room and do the presentation again, but this time with like blaring light.
The light seems to be very like almost as it exists in here. The spell isn't dispelled in any way. Like
Oh,
it's fine being in here. Nothing happens though.
okay.
Now, Kip, why are you going into the freaky portal? What is your goal over here?
Hey,
Looking at it.
she's real close to that portal.
Yeah,
Just looking at it.
you're just standing next to this portal, be like, "Ugh, if I tripped right now, I'd be back in the material plane, and none of my friends would be with me, and I'm at like 5 HP. Yippee! But that's you're looking at that portal, really, just you're looking at it. I mean, it's the same as before.
Fox person. Yeah, no, I look with my nose.
It
Gonna get up
smells
in
like
there.
magic, dude. I don't know. Give me a fucking perception check, asshole.
Sure. Come on. Yeah, exactly. 5.
It smells like magic. I ain't telling you shit.
How come Vulpin don't get special treatment with perception?
You know, it's perception using your nose. You have a good nose. Fuck you. Advantage. Stop talking. I hate you. Give me another one, you fucking loser. If you crit or something, I want to shit myself. Okay, yeah, it smells like magic, dude.
Slightly more magic.
It smells like magic, and it smells like mud.
Blood.
Is there anything more you guys want to do here? Arwen looks at everyone.
Do we feel safe?
Mm, in general, mm, what is that question directed? Like, what? If you're mean,
Really? I'm really you're standing real close to that.
if we're
Tempted to
talking
step
about this hole,
through.
I'm not going in. What? Wait, say that again. What did you say?
I'm tempted to go through.
I think you might
Mm,
regret that when you're not so tired.
yeah, Arwen's gonna place a hand on Kip's shoulder. Like, no, don't do that. We have so much more to do here.
But it's right here.
I
Hey,
turn
Kip,
you
we
around.
are all just about hanging on by a thread. How about we go back to town, get rested up, and maybe report this?
Well, that
I
sounds
mean,
like
we
an
were
excellent
sent to
idea.
investigate, not, slaughter the church, but we already did that.
This one can see the logic in that. But I mean, it's right here.
If you jump in that worm mouth hole, I don't know, I don't like looking at it, you're gonna die. And I'm not going in after you to save you.
I second that.
That is fair.
So let's go back to town and get rested up.
Sounds like a good idea. We can
And
always come
Zorm's just
back.
gonna start walking. He's gonna just leave.
All right. Are we at a
Arwen's gonna
consensus?
hold his hand out to Kip, and hope will she take it?
Sure.
Because Arwen doesn't trust that you won't just jump in this hole out of sleep deprivation. So let's
Averlin, our
go.
silent knight, is there anything you are going to do before we leave?
No.
I'm surprised. Okay.
Okay.
And we're here. Now, you guys were just about. I'm trying to find it. You guys were basically here. Now, where are you going from here? Are you going back to where you had slept? Or are you going to go to the castle? What are you guys thinking?
I would say sleep first.
You're quiet. Wait, you cut out. What do you say there?
I would say sleep first.
Sleep first?
Yeah, it seems smart to me.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you guys are going to go pull up to the function, take a rest. Okay. All right. Mark down your long rest. And now we are also leveling up to level 6. So that's going to
6?
be ready. Yes.
I thought we were at 5.
Oh, sorry.
Me
I
too.
lied. I lied. Level 5. Jumping up
Why'd
to
you
level
say
5.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. Get edged. Get
that?
edged. You guys went to level 5. You guys have hit level 5. You get your funnily enough, actually, there's a place where you guys were given rooms that you don't have to pay. Fun fact.
Oh.
They specified for your contract that you were allowed to live at the castle,
Very kind of them.
including access to the facilities. That is what that meant. So if you guys would like to go there, you can. Or you can, sleep in a fucking tavern like a goon. Like a bunch of fucking losers.
Sleep is sleep, man. I got my long rest. I
You
don't
guys,
care.
okay, I mean, if you guys are gonna sleep at the thing, there, I mean, okay, I guess, sure. So you guys rest there, I guess, sure.
We'll just forward the bill to the council.
Sure. Okay, so you guys rest there. You see Mama Murphy, whatever the fuck I
Name
named
changes
her.
every time. Yeah.
Mama Mindy, shut up, Mama Mindy. You guys see Daddy Murphy and Mama Mindy, and they make you a pot of hearty stew, and you eat up. It's yummalicious. It's great. You get your rest. You guys are now level 5. Now, because I've held on to you guys for 2,000 years, I'm gonna let you guys go now. I know it's late as fuck, and I know that was a short episode, but Next week we can take off, or not next week because I'm gone again next week. So in 2 weeks we can have an actual real sit down session, unless you guys are gonna stab me if I try to end right now. But
I'm
yeah,
fine with that.
okay.
Real session, no 14-hour shifts.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. I just had a
Yeah.
Don't tell them that. Don't tell them that. That was a
Oh no
14-hour
no no
shift
no
in
no.
Minecraft.
Not illegal. I mean, not
Not
illegal shift.
illegal. Not
In
illegal.
Minecraft.
Yeah, guys. 14-hour shift in Minecraft, guys. That's what I was doing. I was playing
Yeah,
Minecraft for
yeah.
14
He,
hours.
he
I
loves
fly,
Minecraft.
and I was at work for a legal amount of time, and nothing strange happened. Um. Anyways, that's the short session. Hope you guys fucking enjoyed YouTube, I guess. Yeah, I will be back in 2 weeks, and we're gonna have a normal 2-hour session. And actually, I might force us to go a little longer because I want to actually play the motherfucking game, because that was like a 40-minute session. Um,
Yeah, valid.
but yeah, because I want to get to the meat of the game, and there's a bunch of shit that happens after this little plot hook. Yeah, the funny book no one can read. Yeah, I picked languages you guys don't read on purpose. Anyways, is there anything you guys want to plug? Starting at the top with Zoram. Anything you want to plug?
Same thing as last time. My icon was drawn by myself, and my Instagram is enterkey. Or actually, I think I changed it. I think it's crayon frogs.
There you go. Cool.
Crayon underscore frogs.
Crayon underscore frogs. Aberlin, Hibburn. Anything you want to share?
Nope, I got nothing this time.
Give me something funny. What's your favorite show? Do you like One Piece? Are you plugging One Piece today? Is I don't know.
Oh my god, hold on. Bro, you're asking me this at
Look
2
in
in the
your room.
morning.
Look, point your finger at a random object in your room and then plug that. Doesn't even matter if it's unbranded. Plug fucking lamps, dude. I don't know.
Okay, man, I'll plug Fallout New Vegas.
Fallout New Vegas. Great game. Okay, Oliver, what are you plugging this week?
I'm plugging this week my new favorite obsession, a movie called Lisa Frankenstein. Check it out. It's good shit.
All right, Snow.
Plugging the podcast.
Okay. Yeah, RPGXEXP. In the description as per usual. Um, Now, yeah, so back to me at the bottom. I would like to plug Rolling Till Ragnarok. That is the new D&D group I just joined. They're putting up my episodes on Sundays, starting the week that I come back. I know I did say I was going to play a character named Admiral. I talked about that a little bit. I'm actually going to play a different character. His name is Hunter Greycloak. He is a Green Knight Paladin, and he has a sentient sword, and it's really funny, and I think you guys are really gonna like him. I'm not gonna spoil any details, but he's so fun, and I cannot wait for his stupid ass build to grace your ears and eyes. Yeah, that's the episode. Fucking watch our shit on YouTube. Kill yourself. Okay, there we go.